Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you're on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these. Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about the AEW Revolution on Sunday? Wow. Oh man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I felt like I was watching the old WCW with the Four Horsemen and Arn Anderson and them cats like that back in the days when I watched this Revolution pay-per-view this past Sunday. I'm telling you, it was off the chain. It was everything that I didn't think it was gonna be. It was explosive. It was gritty. It was bloody. It was magical. It was spontaneous. It was deranged. It was dark. It was witty. It was smart. It was dangerous. It was edgy. It was clever. I can't even come up with more words to describe how good this AEW Revolution pay-per-view really was. And if you didn't get it, then you did yourself a disservice. If you didn't watch it, then you need to go find somebody that got it. If you didn't see it, then you need to do your homework and check out everybody comment. It was a dream, for real. It was bizarre. It was calculated, but it wasn't. You know, look, let's start off first of all with all the undercard matches. Was beautiful, magnificent. I loved every single match. Do you hear me? The House of Black versus, the Bastard Pac and Pentagon Zero, and then they brought in big old Eric from WWE. He was with, our boy Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt family. He went by Eric Roman, but now he goes by Eric Strowman or something like that. Look, it was a barn buster type of match. These guys fought, did every move you can think of, moves you didn't think of. Pentagon did some kind of move where he, did a roll up like he was gonna pin the guy by his leg, but then popped up and did the Destroyer Exploder on the House of Black. Man, look, it was ridiculous. Please watch it. Please watch it. Do yourself a favor. Watch it. Then let's get on to the main matches. First of all, the main matches that everybody was intrigued about. First of all, the match of DMD Baker. You already know. Look, that match was expected. It was expected to happen like that. And I truly believe that DMD, she can't beat my girl, without that help. She really can't. It's a shame that, after a while, you would think that, the wrestling business would kind of balance itself out with some of the old grievances that you would actually see. But look, I'm all over the place. Let's get to the first match: Layla Hearst versus Chris Statland. As expected, Hearst, she focused that attack on Statlander's arm. And Statlander, oh my God, if she ain't do some backbreakers and DDTs on this girl, Layla Hearst. But Layla Hearst focused on that arm. Anytime Statlander tried to do a flip or a cartwheel, whatever. She kicked her arm. She tied her arm up in the rope. She put it behind the steps and kicked the steps. And they pushed it to the limit, Only thing about it is Layla Hearst, she did something I didn't expect her to do. She hit Chris Statlander in the head with some type of steel foreign object. And that's how she won the match. So you can definitely look for them to, bring that back again and do a rematch. Your homegirl, Red Velvet, came out to save Chris Statlander. And, it looks like Layla Hearst is actually turning heel. I can see it. And even though I would have liked the reverse, I would like Chris Statlander to be the heel and Layla Hearst to be the hero. But, hey, I digress. So, anyway, like I said, House of Black went against Death Triangle. It was a high-octane, big move showcase you expect with 6 big guys, big names. And, Pentagon, Oscuro, that move he did on Malachi Black, I'm telling you, and hit Buddy Matthews with a destroyer look. Crazy. Brody King, he hit Eric Roman with the Death Valley Driver. It was a very, very good, powerful match. But of course, Malachi Black had to spit in Eric Redbeard's eye to win the match. So, and it sounds like that's a reoccurring thing with him, with spitting in people's eyes. Is that the reason he got that contact in his eye? But anyway, then Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Man, look, them guys did every move in their repertoire on each other. Seriously. Look, half and half suplex, dropping Jericho on top of his head. Jericho tried to roll out the ring, Kingston falling on him a few times, bringing the fight to him. Jericho fought back. On the previously injured eye, Kingston. Look, it was crazy, man. It was a straight war. Jericho locked the walls of Jericho on him. Kingston managed to get the ropes and get out. Look, Jericho came right back with a code breaker. Hit Kingston with the elbows, everything. And, the only thing about it people don't realize is that Jericho went for the knockout with his back elbow, but instead ate 2 back fists from Kingston before Kingston locked in a stretch plum to force the tap. Made Jericho tap out, y'all. Yeah, the result that nobody expect. I didn't give Kingston a shot to beat Jericho. I really didn't, But hey, he came out with it. He definitely shocked me. And then, we had the Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks in a triple AEW Tag Team Championship match. And that was awesome by its own. And I think truly, Luchasaurus, he really held everything together on this match. But I'm gonna tell you, it was a moment where Jungle Boy hit a shooting star press on Kyle O'Reilly, as Riley was held by Luchasaurus before Jungle Boy was taken out by a belt shot by Riley for a near fall, But I tell you what, they kept going. The match, it had really impressive moments, to where, both tag teams was working cohesively together, doing their moves, performing stunts and moves that, I've never seen before. So definitely a very, very good match. But Jurassic Express did retain their titles. They defeated Red Dragon and the Young Bucks. So, very, very good, entertaining match, to say the least. And then we had Keith Lee versus Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Starks versus Wardlow versus Christian Cage, the face of the Revolution ladder match. Woo! Look, Cage was the first man to involve a ladder going right at Lee, Hobbs, and Wardlow. Christian Cage ain't no joke. You know what I mean? He a veteran of the crew. So Cage also hit Hobbs with a reverse DDT off the ladder, playing into his historic match, you know, with some of his iconic ladder matches that he had. And I'm telling you, every participant in this match got their moment to shine. Put their super move on, put their power move on, and it was just beautiful. Let me think of a couple. There's so many moments in this match, you know, but the confrontation between Lee and Wardlow and Hobbs was, woo, that was a teaser. Why they teasers like that? All them in the ring looking at each other like, let's get it on. Very, very good match. Very, very good match. And just to see those three boys looking at each other like that, it lets you know that somewhere down the road you're going to see these three in probably a triple threat match that I would love to see. And, you know, look, after Wardlow and Hobbs ripped that ladder in half, Wardlow managed to knock out the other two off the stage and threw a table. Shortly after that, you know, Starks, he came through and had the match won when Danhausen jumped in the ring to interfere, knocking him from the ladder. Wardlow then hit Starks with a powerbomb off the ladder onto another before grabbing the ring to win the match. Yeah, your boy Wardlow won the face of the Revolution ladder match. I'm telling you, very, very good. Very, very good match. And then we had the AEW TBS Championship with Jade Cargill and Tay Conti. Man, look, your boy, look, your boy Tony Khan know what he doing, for real, for real. This match right here was brewing in since the beginning of Tay Conti in my book, and Jade Cargill, because, you know, Tay Conti seemed like she's been on this track record of building her name up, building her momentum up, and also gaining more experience in the ring to land that shot with either DMD or with, right now, Jade Cargill, which she did. And I'm going to tell you, Jade Cargill, she jumped right into the match, trying to put her super move on her right at the start. You know, and that put Conti, you know, she got on the defense right then and there, because she knew, like, hold up. You know, and especially after Jade Cargill talked junk about Conti's karate-esque, you know, basically, you know, Conti, she came in with a series of kicks to the champion's face and look, hit the DDT for a near fall after, you know, Anna Jay interfered, of course, hitting Cargill in the face with a steel chair as payback for Cargill hitting her with a cheap shot at ringside. You know, the challenger almost picked up the win. She almost won. Tay Conti almost won off of that. But moments after that, Cargill got back up, hit the Jaded on Tay Conti, and now you already know she's 28-0 now. That girl is a pretty beast. You hear me? Well, anyway, then we go on to the CM Punk versus Mjf Dog Collar Match. Man, oh. You know, you would think after all these matches you would be exhausted when watching it, but I was still pumped. These are the type matches any fan of wrestling live for. This is what you live for. You wait, you put all your ducks in a row, you make sure your schedule is clear so that you can see matches like this. Don't miss no more AEW, I'm telling you. So anyway, let's get on to it. You know, The match started with introductions, punk music, cut off by MJF, and then countering MJF trolling Punk entered as AFI's Mysteria Kentari wearing basketball shorts and a windbreaker, throwing back to his pre-WWE days on the independent scene. So he came out dressed like he did back when MJF actually saw CM Punk. So that was very nostalgic, and I loved it. And I know that was a mental play on your boy MJF, because CM Punk wanted to remind him of who he's facing. And boy, was this dog collar match everything you didn't think it was gonna be. Yeah. It started off with the standard choking and yanking the chain, before MJF were able to drive the chain into Punk's face, opening up the same cut from that attack earlier in the week. MJF then grabbed the microphone, demanded Punk to tell the crowd he wanted to quit. The bloody CM Punk, you already know, he ain't quit. What? Ain't no quitting CM Punk. He refused, of course, and he fought back. And, he beat MJF, definitely whipping MJF with the chain. He attacked MJF hand. MJF did counter to go to sleep, that did work for him a couple times. But then MJF, he introduced some thumbtacks after Punk hit him with a pile driver on the ring apron. And MJF, of course, as usual, just like DMD, he called for his help. He called for Wardlow to come down to the ring. Wardlow came down to the ring. MJF asking for the ring. Of course, Wardlow went in his pocket, was like, oh, shoot, I ain't got it in that pocket. And before we know it, CM Punk done did a reversal move or whatever. Had CM Punk MJF laid out, and CM Punk then looked at Wardlow. Wardlow looked at him, and Wardlow reached in his right pocket and put that ring on the ring apron in front of CM Punk. So you already know what that means. Yeah, your boy Wardlow is done with MJF. He is officially done, because after he gave that ring to CM Punk, bow, hit him in the head, knocked him out, 1, 2, 3, and you have your winner, CM Punk, bloodied in the ring with a dog collar on, letting everybody know, yeah, baby, I'm back. And look, now getting back to where I started at, because I was all over the place in the beginning, but the AEW's Women's Championship, Dr. Britt Baker DMD versus Thunder Rosa. Baker was straight disrespectful, for real. She had so much support. Look, Thunder Rosa had to go against half of the locker room just to compete for that belt. Because Britt Baker didn't come out there with just one person. Rebel. Nah, she came out there with Jamie Hayter too, ringside. So it was pretty much 3-on-1 against Thunder Rosa. And, Thunder Rosa, of course, she did all she could do. She fought all 3 women valiantly. But hair pulls, leg trips, punches in the face from the outside ring apron, all that crazy stuff. Of course, DMD retained her title, which I really, really hated that. Really hated it. All right, now on to one of my favorite matches of the night was Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. And boy, them guys went off to more than a solid fight. They went off to straight war. Kicks, moves, reversals, wrestling like 101. These guys was taking it straight to the mat like it was their first time competing against each other. And boy, did they fight. Every move each other did, they did it on each other. For real, for real. If Moxley did a reversal and slam Bryan Danielson, and Bryan Danielson did the same thing. If Bryan Danielson, when he got Moxley down and kicked him in the chest, Moxley reversed that and started kicking Bryan Danielson in the chest. But I'm going to tell you, I think, your boy John Moxley might have a cracked rib, because I'm going to tell you, boy, Bryan Danielson kicked him in the rib one time. Whoa, I ain't even gonna lie, I felt it for him. But very, very good, high-octane, competitive match. Moxley was able to control a lot of this match. Well, not a lot of it, but majority of the match, even while being busted open through a headbutt. And when I say he was busted open, he was bleeding. If you remember correctly, Bryan Danielson previously, week before or a few days earlier, said that, hey, don't be surprised. You be the only one bloody in the ring. And Bryan Danielson brought that to fruition, I believe. Because all that blood on Bryan Danielson won't even his. But very, 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 very good match. Evenly matched in my book. Your boy John Moxley actually reversed your boy Bryan Danielson's super move. The joint where he lock around your head, cross face. Yeah, Moxley reversed that joint, yo. After being in it it felt like an eternity. I thought he was going to really tap or either pass out from it, but he reversed it over and had Bryan Danielson on his shoulders. And you know what happened then? The referee counted 1, 2, 3. Bam, popped up. John Moxley won. Bryan Danielson was shocked. He was pissed. He was so mad. He pushed the referee. I ain't never seen that Bryan Danielson push a referee. He pushed the referee. Referee pushed him back like, hey, And then John Moxley, they stared at each other. Boy, they start fighting again after the match is over with. So these dudes got straight up bad blood right now, boiling. So then, lo and behold, bam! Guess who come to the ring? No, it won't Tony Khan. No, it won't. Look, let me go ahead and help y'all. It was William Regal. What? Came to the ring, broke them guys up, smacked both of them, told them to shake hands, made them shake hands, because see, a lot of people don't know, both of those guys worked in NXT under William Regal. William Regal mentored both of those guys, and here you have them. So now, do we have a new tag team? Do we have a new faction? Do we have William Regal probably stepping in as a manager to these two guys to where they compete for the belts, create their own faction? They talking about Lee Moriarty and all these other guys that they talking about getting. I would love to see it. All right, so then let's get on to the next match. Boy, Revolution was big. It definitely was a revolution. AHFO versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting with the tornado rules. And trust me, this was a chaotic match. From the second the competitors hit the ring, it was on and popping. Guerrero hit Isaiah Cassidy with a Spanish fly for the crowd onto the table, on the entrance ramp. That was one of the craziest moments of the match for me. I'm telling you, that boy Sammy Guerrero is a daredevil for real. He need to change his name to Daredevil, because if anybody dare him to do something, I think he'd do it. But anyway, the action continued to spill into the crowd. After Matt Hardy took Sting to the entrance area, only for Sting to hit him off with a high dive onto Andrade, sending him through 3 tables. Not 1, 2, but 3 tables, man. That was incredible, for real. You think about it, Sting about 60? Diving through a table. Matter of fact, 63. Sting will be turning 63 in a few weeks. So anyway, after that, Allin hit Hardy with a Scorpion death drop and a coffin drop to score the win. So, very, very crazy tornado match with these guys. Beautiful match. I loved it. The dive, that Sting hitting that balcony dive through 3 tables, like New Jack in ECW, man, yo. They're gonna be talking about this Revolution match for years and years to come. And last but not least, finally, I'm down to the last match, y'all. Thank you for bearing with me. Anyway, AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. Page took the fight to Cole early, taking him outside the ring, ran him into the ringside barricade several times. Man, look, drove his boot to Cole's face. Cole hit a big comeback, focusing all his attacks pretty much on Page's neck and arm, trying to take away that buckshot lariat. And look, I tell you what, Page drilled Cole with an apron powerbomb. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared for him. For real, I was scared for him. Followed by a moonsault from the top rope to the outside. Man, Page tried to follow up with that buckshot, but Cole, hey, he's slick and smart. That joker slid right out the ring. Oh man, but Page did hit a dead eye to score a near fall at that moment. And after that, it was some big moves, setting up that buckshot again. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly ran to the ringside for the distraction to set up Cole so that he could hit that Panama Sunrise, but that didn't work. And it was crazy. Cole hit a series of super kicks on Page, but it really didn't work like he thought it would. It didn't put Adam Page out. So Adam Page finally, later on, close to the end of the match, finally did hit that buckshot lariat and hit, but it still wasn't quite enough to do the job. But Page did hit a few super kicks of his own, and it was just a real good, solid match from both competitors. And I definitely did expect Adam Cole's crew to come out there and help, which they did, but it didn't help because Hangman Adam Page defended his title, retained his title, and is still your AEW World Champion. So that is my little wrap up and my breakdown, my results, my reactions to the AEW Revolution. And I hope you enjoyed it, because I definitely enjoyed it. I'll probably watch it again just because, I'm going to have to show a few people, that's connected to me and whatnot. But anyway, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com. Copy some shirt, merch, phone case, hat, something. All right, family. Peace.